What's going on? It's What's Popping with your boy Random, bringing you all things pop culture with a particular flair for the subculture. And this episode, I'm going to go ahead and give you some battle rap with my little too late recap of Summer Impact. Too little, too late, but that's okay. Everybody's still dropping them videos, still dropping them. Vitafly still dropping them. Jay Black over at Champion still dropping them. So people still talking about Summer Impact. So I'm going to go ahead and put my little 2 cents in there. So Summer Impact. So you had some of the battles go down. I copped it. It was a good event. It was built well. It was good. It was I think it met a lot of expectations, but as you guys already know, the Murderland and Dark Life did not take place. You guys already know that we had to switch out gun titles for Guns and Cake, which means it was Tay-Rock and Chess. Now, let's just go through some of the battles. You know, I don't typically do the whole bar for bar and give it all away because some people need to, they need to order it. They still need to get it. I still have it. I copped the pay-per-view. But let's go and start with the ladies. Jazz and Official. Jazz and Official. I thought they were going to win. And that's what happened. I mean, I'm not going to hold you. They had it all. They had the chemistry. They had the punchlines. They had it all. I was very well pleased with what the Bardashians brought to the table. But you know what? I can go on all day about them. Let me go to the other side, 40 Bars and E-Heart real quick. Because I think of all the battles tonight, this was a body. This was a body. 40 Bars, she had the body, but the Bardashians caught a body. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. Now, when you look at the event, okay, just to give you an idea at the event, when 40 Bars and E-Heart, they came out the gate pretty good. They were going at it. They had a little bit of chemistry, nowhere near the chemistry that Jazz and Official had, but they had a little bit of chemistry. It was okay. But as the rounds went on, it became clear that E-Heart was carrying the team. It was very, very clear that E-Heart was carrying it and 40 was not ready. It was almost like she was just kind of happy to be there, but she was not 100% ready. And you can see the frustration on E-Heart's face to the point that I believe in the second or third round, they start chanting E-Heart, 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 because E-Heart was ready. She was on go. She was ready to go. She and you can tell she was prepared. It was just 40 Bars. I'm not gonna kick on her too bad. I'm not gonna do that. I'm sure it was embarrassing for her, but yeah, it was about it was about Jazz and Official in that one. It was their night. They got all their rounds off. They did what they had to do. And big surprise at the end of this whole thing. Round 1, E-Heart and 40, they got beat. I won't say they got smoked. Round 2, they got smoked. E-Heart and 40 Bars got smoked. Round 3, automatic smoke. 40 Bars quit. She forfeited her round. And that was it. See, the problem with that, I think that, you don't get your second half. You forfeit that round. You forfeit your second half, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But, hey, who am I? So Jazz and Official caught the first body of the night. They did what they had to do. Moving on. You got the Monstars and you got Marv and Quest. Now, this one, I'm going to tell you right now. When we did a prediction show with my main man, he had the Monstars and I had Marv and Quest. And Marv and Quest made me look very, very crazy out here in the streets. Marv and Quest, I'm sorry, my expectations for those guys was a lot higher. These guys were, 2 on 2 kings. 2 on 2 kings. They were up there. They were like top 3 as far as 2 on 2. If you want to go NWX, those guys, if you want to go Ilmac and Thesaurus, The top three, easy. Top three. Oh my gosh. But with the Monstars, with Twork and Shotgun, it was too much energy. They had the bars. They had some chemistry that most people didn't think they were gonna have, but they had it. They had everything that Marvin Quest did not have. Everything that they did not have. That was ridiculous. Monstars got that. For me, I'm sorry, 3-0. The only reason why it wasn't a body bag because Marv third round was actually okay. Talking about Shotgun Suge, it was actually okay. He went to a story just kind of breaking down a little info on Shotgun Suge and the whole Detroit thing. And that was pretty good. That's the only thing that kept it from being an absolute body bag. It was a 3-0. It just wasn't necessarily a body bag, and that was for a last ditch effort. That's all it was. That's all I'm saying. Marv came in with that last ditch effort. It was too little, too late. They're already dead, but he did throw a few punches in there. But I can tell you right now, nope. Marvin Quest, they embarrassed me. They hurt me. They hurt my soul. They hurt my feelings. My feelings are hurt. I think Marvin Quest owed me an apology. They hurt my feelings. Because it was Monstars, Twork, and Suge. Those two big dudes, they moving all around the stage. They all that energy. They had the bars and the punch lines. And then you got Shotgun Suge, playing center. And then you got Twork dunking over him and stuff. And they doing football and basketball. I mean, oh my gosh. This is crazy. Man. That was good. It was a lopsided victory. I mean, those guys, it got to the point where I didn't really want to hear what Marvin Quest had to say. I really did. And Quest, side note, quick aside, man. Quest, you might need to pick up some weight, bro. You lost too much weight, and you just, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just was not the same, bro. It was not the same. Twork and Suge showed, and there was levels. They came, they showed up, they did what they had to do. I don't know, man. This is Monstars easy. Easy, no debate. One easy, no debate. I'm moving on, man. Marvin Quest, they owe me some money, man, and an apology. Anyway, then we have Goods and Clips, Good Clips, all jokes aside, versus Multiple Remix, Bald Game, Hitman Holla, and John the Don. This was pretty good. It was pretty good. This battle was pretty good. Here's the thing. A lot of people going into this battle, they thought that Good Clips were going to joke them to death. They thought they were gonna, take all this, gun lines and gangsters and bullying and all this from Hitman and John and just joke them to death. And let me go ahead and tell you, it didn't work. That didn't work. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. Don't let anybody fool you. That's not what happened. That did not work. John and Hitman had some chemistry as well. They did. They had some chemistry. I'm not gonna lie to you. They had some chemistry. In fact, so much to the point where I believe that they should team up again. Bald Game, Multiple Remixes should team up again because they did that good. Of course, Show Out, Hitman little brother showed up and he did his. Goods better know better than that. It was good. It was good. I like what they're doing. Hitman, in his phone, and John asked him, what he's doing. He owns some of that again, and he Goods better not have that money talk with me. He said, I'm checking my bank account kind of thing. I mean, it was good. It was good. They had some good counters to what Good Clips were going to try to do. They had some really good counters. And I could tell you, first round, it was good. I'm giving it to Bald Game. Second round, same thing. I'm giving it to Bald Game, multiple remixes. And I have to say that Charlie Clips had an epic third round. And this is the reason why it wasn't a 3-0 and it's a 2-1, giving Good clips the third because Charlie took over. Man, on a side note, Goods, man, what are you doing, man? It's like you didn't even help your partner, and you think it is funny. He's like, hey, I can't stop him. Hey, I'm gonna go over there. There's a couple of humorous moments in there, but it was clear that Charlie carried the team. Literally carried the team. He almost didn't even need you there. You needed some more. And I know leading up to it, you guys were kind of joking around. Oh, not ready. I can't find them. We're not, we not preparing and all that. And I'm telling you, it's just one of the, it seems like it was written in such a way to where that's exactly what happened. So you guys were really, you joking, but you was telling the truth in the joke. Because the first round, you guys had some back and forth. Second round, it was kind of, Goods kind of taking over. And third round, it was definitely Charlie taking over like the whole thing, right? But Charlie was the one who had the most impact. What Charlie was saying had the most impact out of both of you guys, period. So it was very, very lopsided. If I go back to Shotgun Suge and Twork, that everybody thinking that Twork wrote everything. Now you can kind of tell some of the things that Twork wrote, but you do see some Shotgun Suge influence in there. Twork didn't have to carry the team. They were together on that. So back to you guys. Good, bro. I don't know, man. Because look, you came off that whole Cassidy thing, and you're not really riding that momentum. Yeah, we know Cassidy's, his fans are out there, and anytime you say anything about Cassidy, here they come. They're coming out of woodworks. Okay, so we know they're not the real battle rap community. We get that, but you gotta rise to the occasion. You gotta step it up. Okay, for instance, I'll give you an example. They said Rum Nitty didn't have much performance, and then he starts to perform now. He stepped it up. The narrative was that Hitman Holla didn't have any bars, and he stepped up his bars. So you can't go back to his last 2, maybe 3 battles and look at it and don't hear bars. He had bars. So good, you're gonna have to step it up, man. You're gonna have to do something, because Charlie carried that team. That was crazy. Charlie carried it. But we're moving on. NWX and EFB, DNA K-Shine, and Gotti and Rum Nitty. Now I'm gonna have to watch that one more time because that's how close it was. Bar for bar. That's how close it was. Now I will say this: in terms of just pure chemistry, you give it to NWX. But bar for bar, it's either way. I'm not going to even call it. I'm going to look at it again. I'm not going to even call it. If you're just listening to the bars, man, it's dead even. It's dead even. If you're just listening to the bar, ignore the crowd reaction, listen to the bars on both sides. It feels dead even. I got to look again just to see if anyone can catch the edge. Now, you're looking at it on stage and you factor in performance and everything. Then again, NWX with chemistry and performance and stuff like that. But we know bars come first. So when I get the whole bar situation all settled, then I can decide who or whatever. And that's not to say that EFB did not have some performance. It's just that NWX is another level. It's a completely different level. They're on another level. Culture won on that one. The Culture won on that one. NWX, EFB. You got to watch that again, man. You guys got to go watch that. You got to watch it. It was a fire battle. Moving on. And unfortunately, it's the last battle of the night because Murderland and Dark Life did not happen. So we got to go on to Loaded Hollows versus Guns and Cake. First of all, let me go ahead and give Guns and Cake some props, man. All you guys got to realize, they had 1 week prep. 1 week prep. And they had to get that chemistry, the same chemistry that Loaded Hollows had to get. And, you said, well, Loaded Hollows, they changed some stuff up and, they had 1 week. Well, no. See, they had a little bit more time with chemistry and being together. You see, so they were still together working with your same partner, but Rock had to switch dance partners and then come up with new material. Now, we do know that some material, a little bit of the material was for Surf, but we understand that. Okay. But they switched it up enough to customize it to Guns and Cake. Okay, they switched it up enough. But you gotta give Guns and Cakes some credit. You gotta give them guys some credit. 1 week and pretty much starting from scratch. That was not bad. And then a minor choke in the second by Chess. Minor? A little bit. Okay. And then you got a little bit on Loaded Hollows, but nothing bad, nothing to go crazy, nothing to jump out the window. Okay, nothing bad. It was a great battle. I'm giving them some credit. Guns and Cake, they was really good. It did fit them. I actually like the combination of Surf and Tay Roc. I do. If those guys were together from the beginning, man, how much? See, that's what you got to look at. How much better would it have been if they were together from the beginning? If they came up with what they came up with in a week, what could they come up with in 6 weeks or 2 months? That's what you guys have to keep in mind. That's incredible. That's ridiculous. So salute to those guys, Guns and Cakes, putting it all together. But we move to Loaded Hollows, and man, that I don't know what Battle Truth is talking about. Loaded Hollows was fire, pure fire. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't get it. Loaded Hollows was fire. Okay, the chemistry, the back and forth, the dynamics that they went through, the bars, the lines, and Gray Hoodie Lux came out. Yep. Gray Hoodie Lux. What the people was asking for. Gray Hoodie came out. It was all landing. They had different. It was just a different dimension. It was just something. It was a different dimension of how they were doing their 2-on-2 compared to Guns and Cakes. And this is no shade to Guns and Cakes. They had a week prep. You cannot hate on them with what they came up with in a week. You can't hate on them. But Loaded Hollows, man, what? Come on, man. Come on. Loaded Hollows was fire. I saw a different side of Hollow the Don. We saw the return of a good Loaded Lux. I mean, Loaded Lux paints a picture. He's a storyteller, right? He shortened that up. He tightened that up for today's audience. Still had the clever lines. Hole in the desert. Let that sink in. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Y'all playing on some impact. Quit playing. Loaded Hollows. Loaded. They were up there. They were one of the best 2-on-2s on the entire card. One of the best. In fact, I'm gonna tell you right now. Even if Surf did. Even if Surf and Tay Roc was their gun tie, I'm not so sure they would have won. I know the material would have been different. I realize that. I'm not so sure they would have won. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know if they would have beat Loaded Hollows that day. I really don't. I don't see it. I don't know how they would have. Man, can you imagine? They had this kind of chemistry, and they came up with this for Guns and Cake. But imagine what they had for gun titles. Just imagine. I don't know, man. But hey, look, that's the card. Those are my impressions. I just want to kind of give you guys a little recap, little impressions. I didn't want to do the bar for bar because some of you guys may actually go and get the event. It is worth it. If I had to go, scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it about 7.5, 8. Okay, strong 7.5, a week 8. Now that's because we had some substitution. We had a body with 40 bars in E-Heart, and we did not get that last battle. We did not get that Murderland Dark Life, and I really wanted to see what Briz and T-Top can do with a Murder Mook and a Calico, but we didn't get that. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I just feel bad that Dark Light did not get a chance to get a home game. These guys, it wasn't on the last Double Impact, and that was in their house, and they were here, and they didn't get it in their house. They weren't able to do it. It's not their fault. Venue ran out of time, and the venue was like, okay, y'all got to go. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. So that was it. Time. Now, Smack, come on, man. All this time in between battles and starting 3-4 hours after you open a door is ridiculous, man. If it is one knock on the event, is that Smack is not timely with his battles. All this RNT, man, I'm sorry, man, that's gotta go. That's gotta go, because you're not even getting your whole show. These venues don't care about the culture or whatever. They have a business, just like Smack is a business, okay? Just like URL is a business, okay? They don't care. And so why are you opening the doors at 2:30, but nobody gets nobody gets on the stage until like 6? I mean, what is going on? People all on their feet. You're gonna have a disgruntled audience. We gotta, come on, Smack, man. We gotta do better. Come on, get that. You want a lively crowd, okay? The crowd help with the feel of the event, the ambiance. But no, you starting hours later, already hot. They're already standing on their feet, tired. Come on, Smack. We got to do better. That's what hurt the events, okay? That's what hurts the events, because the time to start at the first battle and then the time in between. And I know you have got, some battlers coming in late and all the other stuff, but man, you put something in the contract, you start docking some pay. I don't know, something, but it's got to start. You got to tell them, hey, look, you getting on stage at this time, that we got to get this going. We cannot have this like this anymore, because as far as Murderland Dark Life, there's at least 2 battles I could take out. I would replace Murderland and Dark Life. Like, if we did not get, this is kind of hard. It'll be Injustice to the Ladies, because that was a body, but Jazz and Official, they did do their thing. And TLQ or 40 and E-Heart, that was terrible. Marvin Quest, that was terrible, but it'd be unfair because of the Monstars, New Jersey Twerk and the Shotgun Suge, and New Jersey Twerk, he's a showstopper, so that would have been a rough. But if I had to choose, it'll be one of those 2. The rest of them, I'm thinking you got to keep those. You got to keep multiple remixes and good clips. You got to keep NWX and EFB, and you got to keep Loaded Hollows and Guns and Cake. So the only, I will replace one of those, one of the Monstars and Marvin Quest, or Jazz and Official and TLQ. And I hate to do that to the girls, to the ladies, but I'm saying people wouldn't be so upset if we would have missed one of those and got Murderland and Dark Life. I just don't see people making as big a fuss as they are with missing Murderland and Dark Life. But we'll see. That's the card. Those are my thoughts. Put your thoughts in the comment section down below. It's What's Poppin' with Random. See you guys on the next one.